धोबियन कुकुर ने घर के ने घाट के. English translation of proverb. धोबियन कुकुर ने घर के न घाट के is the washerman dog is neither at home nor at riverbank. This proverb is used to describe a situation where someone does not belong or fit in either place, much like the dog of washerman, which does not have a fixed place to call home. It implies a sense of not belongingness or being out of place in particular situation or environment. The sense of not belonging, a reflection on feeling out of place. The feeling of not belonging or being out of place in a particular situation is an expression that transcends cultural, geographic, that transcends cultures, geographies, and social backgrounds. In Indian context, this sense of alienation is often shaped by factors such as class, caste, religion, regional differences, and genders. As one of the world's most diverse countries, India presents a unique set of challenges when it comes to inclusion and acceptance. From educational institutions to workplace environment, the feeling of not fitting in is something that many individuals across different social strata experience. This essay explores the sense of not belonging, drawing on real life examples and examine the emotion and psychological tools it can take. Such psychological impact of not belonging. The psychological need for belonging is influenced by a deeply rooted cultural emphasis on family, community, and social identity. India's social fabric is often defined by close-knit relationship, and an individual sense of self is heavily linked to their community. Consequently, when a person is unable to fit into the established norm or expectation of a given environment, it creates a profound sense of isolation. The feeling of being out of place is not just about being physically distant but also often emotionally alienating. This sense of alienation can lead to low self-esteem, anxiety, and lack of self-worth. Low self-esteem, anxiety, and lack of self-worth. For example, the sense of not belonging is particularly prominent in educational institutions, especially in elite universities like IITs and IIMs. These institutions are known for attracting students from all over India, many of whom come from privileged background. A student who comes from a humble family, particularly from rural area, may feel out of place in such environment due to the stark contrast in socio-economic background. One of the most prominent example of this is the experience of Dalit student in premium institutes. Despite the government affirmative action policy, Dalit students often find themselves struggling with the dual challenge of academic pressure and social discrimination. A real life example is the tragic death of Rohit Bemula, a Dalit PhD scholar at University of Hyderabad. Rohit Bemula. Similarly, at the corporate workplace, especially in urban centers like Bangalore, Bombay, and Delhi, can also be a place where individuals experience a strong sense of alienation. Many employees who come from smaller town or rural areas find it challenging to fit into the fast-paced cosmopolitan culture of urban offices. The value, norms, and expectation in corporate world often reflect an urban upper middle class sensibility upper middle class sensibility that may seem foreign to those from less privileged background. A notable example is the experience of women in India's tech industry. which remain largely dominated by men. Women in these industries often reported feeling isolated and excluded from informal network and decision-making process. Excluded from informal network and decision-making process. In addition, many women from traditional family face additional pressure to balance their ambition professional ambition and social expectation of domestic role, leading to a sense of dissonance between their personal and professional life. A well-known example is the story of Arundhati Rai, the Indian author of God of Small Things. While not from the tech industry, Roy experience as a writer in male-dominated literary space reflect the broader theme of alienation. Her struggle to be recognized as woman and as an outsider to mainstream literature community resonates with many women who feel marginalized in male dominated field in India. Additionally, employees from different regional background often struggle with cultural and linguistic barrier in workplace. A person from a village in Bihar, for instance, may feel out of place when they move to Mumbai for work, where the culture is influenced by local custom and Marathi language. Such individuals may feel excluded not only in social interactions but also in career advancement as religious bias play a role in workplace dynamics. A popular rap song of Manoj Bajpayee aptly described the situation. मुंबई में काबा 2 बीघा में घर बा लेकिन सुतल बानी टेम्पो में 2 बीघा में घर बा लेकिन सुतल बानी टेम्पो में जिंदगी ए अजहुरिल बातें नन तेल आ शैम्पू में जिंदगी है अजहुराली पता नहीं मनबा हरियाल लागे भैया हाट लगावते माठी में जिजरा यूजुलो आजकल बातें घर में चोखा भाटी में पता नहीं what is good in Bombay. I have house spread in 2 बीघा at home, but I am sleeping here in rickshaw. My life is entangled only in daily needs, but I miss my home a lot, the people there and the food a lot. ठीक है. In social setting too, the sense of not belonging can be quite pronounced, especially for individuals who are part of a minority group. Consider the example of a person from northeast state of India such as Nagaland and Mizoram who moves to a city like Delhi for work and study. They may experience cultural alienation due to prejudice and stereotypes that people from other states of India may hold about northeast. These individuals often find it difficult to integrate socially as they face discrimination based on their ethnicity and appearance. Such experience of being treated as outsider can lead to a deep feeling of alienation and exclusion. Overcoming the sense of not belonging. Overcoming the sense of not belonging require creating a space where diversity is not just tolerated but celebrated. Diversity is not just tolerated but celebrated. Educational institutions, workplace, social setting need to foster environment of inclusion where people from all background feel valued and respected. One way to cope with the feeling of alienation is to build or find a smaller community where personal identity is recognized and valued over superficial marker like caste, रिलीजन एंड सोशियो इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस. आपको एक स्मॉल कम्युनिटी बनानी है जहाँ पे पर्सनल आइडेंटिटी इज़ रिकॉग्नाइज्ड एंड वैल्यूड ओवर सुपरफिशियल कास्ट, रिलीजन एंड सोशियो इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस. A growing trend in workforce is the formation of group based on common interest based on a common interest, which provide an avenue for marginalized voice to be heard. Similarly, universities are increasingly introducing counseling services and student group that focus on issues related to caste, gender, and regional identity. These groups provide a sense of belongingness to students who might otherwise feel out of the place in mainstream academic space. Moreover, as India become more globalized, there is growing awareness of importance of diversity and inclusion. The recognition of regional, linguistic, and cultural diversity in corporate and India's corporate and educational space is essential for making people from all walk of life feeling included and valued. Conclusion: the sense of not belonging is shaped by various complex and intersecting factors. Including caste, region, gender, and socio-economic background. Educational institutes, workforce, and social settings can often be a site of exclusion for individuals who do not fit. uh, social settings can social Workforce and social setting can often be site of exclusion for individuals who do not fit the dominant cultural norms. However, by fostering inclusive communities recognizing diverse identity and promoting social integration, it is possible to overcome the alienation that many people in India feel. Ultimately, conformity. Belonging is not about conformity, but about creating a space where diversity is embraced, celebrated, and allowing individual to feel valued for who they truly are. ठीक है, अब आते हैं पानी में मछलियाँ नौ कुटिया बखारा. पानी में मछलियाँ नौ कुटिया बखारा. Proverbs are collective wisdom of masses. ठीक है. They can tell highly philosophical things in very concise, witty, and humorous way. This proverb, पानी में मछलियाँ नौ कुतिया बखारा, to satirically depict an interesting situation. While fish is small and in the water body, different clans who are staking a claim on it are fighting over it. ये क्या डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है? While fish is small and in water body, different clans who are staking a claim on it and fighting over it. The situation depict fight and issue over something which is in very initial state. तो हमें ऐसे लिखना है, फिश छोटी भी है और पानी में है. डिफरेंट क्लन्स हैं who are staking a claim on its. डिफरेंट क्लन्स जो कि इस पर क्लेम कर रहे हैं, who are staking a claim on it are fighting over it. The situation depict fights and issues over something which is in its very initial stage. In many fields, be it social, economic, political, legal, and environmental, disputes often arise not out of genuine concern but out of a desire to exploit the benefit of a nascent development. Whether in early stage of technological breakthrough, policy shift, and social change, certain group or individual engage in conflict or power struggle simply to gain a share of benefits without considering the long-term consequences. The fight can undermine the potential of development and often lead to inefficiency and missed opportunity. ध्यान रखो. The fight can undermine the potential of development and often lead to inefficiency and missed opportunities. By analyzing example from various perspectives, we can highlight the whys of such approaches and wise of such approaches and virtue we must embrace for more balanced and sustainable progress. One of the most common area where this phenomena occur is emerging industries. A recent example is the race to dominate the electric vehicle market. As the world shifts away from fossil fuel power vehicle to more sustainable alternative, many companies and nations engage in intense competition not only to innovate but to secure economic benefit in early stage. For example, automaker like Tesla, Nissan, BMW, along with nations like China and US, having fought fiercely to capture market share of in electrical vehicle industry. Moreover, some of these efforts involved manipulating policies, securing subsidies, and involve manipulating policies, securing subsidies, and harshly pushing products to market without fully considering environmental and consumer concern, implicating पानी में मछलियाँ नौनो पानी में मछलियाँ नौनो कटिया बखारा. China, for example, has heavily subsidized its domestic electrical vehicle industry, creating a market boom that many international competitors have struggled to replicate. However, such government-backed incentives, while beneficial in short term, could eventually lead to overproduction and environment degradation if the benefits are not carefully monitored and distributed. This rush to benefit without considering sustainability often result in market distortion, reducing the ability of some players to innovate and reducing the ability of some players to innovate and adapt effectively. Political battles are frequently fought over new policy or even political battles are frequently fought over new policies or even with draft policies, implying पानी में मछलियाँ with different fraction aiming to seize early benefits rather than working towards corrective goals. The rollout of GST in 2017 provide a prime example. While the aim was to simplify tax system and create a unified market, the implementation become bogged down in political struggle. Different state governments, particularly those with opposition party in power, fought against distribution of tax revenue, each attempting to gain upper hand politically, like Nono Kutia Barkha. Instead of focusing on potential benefit of GST, such as reduced corruption and ease of doing business, the debate was dominated by short-term political maneuver. This not only slowed the full implementation of policy, but also led to confusion and resistance among stakeholders. The early stage focus on claiming benefit from the policy result in delayed execution and frustrated implementation. Similarly, the introduction of reforms like Citizenship Amendment Act sparked intense political debate. The policy intended to offer citizenship to non-Muslim refugees from neighboring countries was debated not on its merit but on its potential political benefit for specific parties. मतलब ये मेरिट पे डिस्कस नहीं हुआ, जबकि डिस्कस हुआ ऑन potential political benefit of specific party. Instead of fostering meaningful discourse on migration and humanitarian need, the debate became a political background which created division and delayed more thoughtful policy development. Similarly, legal reform and social change also often face exploitation in early stage. Decriminalization of homosexuality, for instance, was a landmark decision, but the discussion about legalizing the same-sex marriages quickly become a matter of political advantage, while while LGBT, LGBTQ plus activists pushed for equality. Opposition party used the issue to galvanize voter by stoking fear or appealing the traditional values. The immediate political benefit of supporting and opposing same caste marriage become the focal point, overshadowing the broad human right concern. ठीक है. This rush to claim rather than foster a collaboration, this rush to claim benefit rather than to fostering collaborative reasoned discussion resulted in a lack of meaningful progress. Instead of moving towards a more inclusive society, the issue become entangled in cultural and political divide, delaying the potential for genuine social change. A similar example can be seen in legal struggle surrounding the right of women. While law regarding sexual harassment, and domestic violence were implemented with the aim of improving women's safety, exploitation of these early reforms by various political and social groups seek to gain from the perceived gender vote as often hindered their effectiveness. Politicians, instead of focusing on broader social benefit of these laws, use them to win over constituencies, leading to inefficiency and lack of substantial impact on human life. Further, environment की reform की बारे में बात करूँ. Further, environmental reform are another area where early benefit often become the focus of intense short-term competition. One of the most notable example is the struggle over land acquisition for infrastructure project. In initial stage of Land Acquisition Act of 2013 meant to provide fair compensation to farmer for land taking for public purpose, a rush to claim land at cheap price led to disputes and delay. Real estate developer and industries often pushed to acquire land quickly without ensuring that the benefit were distributed fairly to farmers. The policy which have supported equitable development become a battleground to seek and secure a cheap land at earliest stage of reform. The rush to claim benefit from land acquisition led to delayed implementation and considerable dissatisfaction among the affected community, further perpetuating social inequalities. Similarly, odd even car rationing scheme introduced to reduce air pollution in Delhi become another example of Nono Khatiya Bakhara. The initiative designed to combat cities' severe air quality was embroiled in political and social debate, with different groups attempting to gain political mileage. Instead of focusing on long-term environmental solution, the debate shifted to short-term political credit, reducing the potential of meaningful impact. Critics pointed out the lack of proper infrastructure and public transport to support such measures, leading to inefficiencies and that undermine the goal of scheme. On international front, conflict over early benefit while पानी में मछलियाँ can be seen in the race to access the emerging market and new resources. One prominent example is competition to control over Indian Ocean region, which has witnessed increasing geopolitical interest due to strategic shipping route, untapped resources. Countries have vied for control of maritime right not based on long-term regional cooperation, but to secure immediate economic benefit and strategic influence. This early stage exploitation of regional resources become consider this early stage exploitation of regional resources without considering long term environmental and diplomatic stability has led to tension between nations. The rush to secure immediate control over strategic position has hindered the potential for collaborative governance in the region, slowing down regional economic growth and potentially escalating conflict. अब आते हैं द वाइज ऑफ दिस अप्रोच. The whys of rushing to claim benefit from early stage development are clear. First, it lead to inefficiency. ठीक है. Stakeholder often prioritize immediate financial or political gain over the long-term sustainability of project or priority. Second, it breed corruption and distortion as party exploit loophole and manipulate system for short-term advantage. ठीक है. थर्ड, इट फोस्टर करता है डिवीजन एंड फ्रेगमेंटेशन rather than engaging in collaborative effort. Group fight for dominance which undermine the collective potential of reform or development. Moreover, such an approach often disregards the wider social impact, focusing on individual or group gain. This short-term termism can delay or even derail progress that could have been बेनिफिशियल इन लॉन्ग रन. अब आते हैं वाइज है क्या है. इनएफिशिएंसी को वो करता है, ब्रीड करप्शन एंड डिस्टॉर्शन, फॉर डिवाइड करता है, फ्रेगमेंटेशन करता है, और इससे क्या होता है अल्टीमेटली रिफॉर्म वगैरह डिले हो जाता है. अब हम वर्चू देखते हैं. टू काउंटर दीज वाइज वर्चू सच एज कोलैबोरेशन, फोरसाइटेडनेस, पेशेंस आर एसेंशियल. Collaboration ensures that various stakeholders work together towards a common goal, ensuring that benefits are more equitably distributed. Foresight allowed for anticipation of long-term impact and crafting of policies that stand the test of time. Patience is required to allow early stage development to mature and show their true potential, rather than rushing to claim benefit that may not be sustainable. The focus should be on long-term, inclusive progress rather than short-term exploitation. Focus होना चाहिए long-term inclusive process rather than short-term exploitation. By prioritizing collaboration and adopting a holistic view, society can harness the benefit of emerging development without compromising their potential for greater good. Conclusion देखते हैं. The tendency to fight over benefit of early stage development, whether in politics, economics, law, or environment, often lead to inefficiency and missed opportunities. Stakeholder rush to claim immediate gain undermine करता है the long term potential of new policies or technologies. By embracing virtues such as collaboration, foresightedness, patience, we can ensure that the benefit of emerging reform and innovation can be realized in a more sustainable and equitable manner. Only then can we unlock the full potential of early stage development for greater good. अब आते हैं अगला खेती आगे आगे और पिछला खेती भागे जागे. अगला खेती आगे आगे, पिछला खेती भागे जागे. द फेमस प्रोवर्ब अगला खेती आगे आगे, पिछला खेती भागे जागे is most commonly used in agriculture by farmers and villagers in North India. Through this proverb, they want to convey a message to sow seed as soon as the season of sowing starts. Sow seeds as soon as the season of sowing start. It give an upper hand to early sower, because those who early have their grain ripe first, while those who sow late have to wait and have to dependent more on fortune and faith. In English, it can be equated to similar like early bird catches the worm. Early bird catches the worm. ठीक है. The term early bird carries a broader and more profound meaning that goes beyond simply starting the day early. Being an early bird referred to taking action, proactive आप action ले रहे हो, seizing opportunities and tackling challenges before others do. This mindset is being about anticipating needs, preparing in advance, and staying ahead of the curve in both personal and professional realm. Adopting the mentality of early bird is powerful strategy that can lead to success, innovation, and personal growth. In this essay, we will explore the importance of being an early bird, drawing on real-time example to illustrate the benefit of taking initiative and action before others. तो देखो, सबसे पहला है इकोनॉमिक अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड बिजनेस ग्रोथ. वन ऑफ द मोस्ट prominent example of early bird mentality in action come from the world of business and entrepreneurship. Companies that innovate and take bold steps early often dominate market, creating a sustainable advantage over competitor. The rise of e-commerce serves as perfect example. Early movers like Flipkart, Snapdeal capitalize on emerging trend of online shopping long before it became a mainstream activity. Flipkart founder Sachin Bansal recognized the potential of e-commerce in a largely offline retail market and acted quickly. The company launched in 2007, well ahead of global competitor like Amazon, which entered the market a few years later. This early initiative enabled Flipkart to become a dominant player in Indian e-commerce space. In fact, Flipkart's ability to anticipate the demand for online shopping combined with its focus on localized need played a pivotal role in shaping the industry in country. Similarly, Ola, Uber, two ride-sharing giant entered the Indian market at different point, but both did so early in the evolution of app-based taxi services. The company that first created momentum was Ola, which anticipated the demand for affordable, reliable, and accessible transportation and adapt its model to local need, taking advantage of market where people were just beginning to embrace smartphone and ऐप बेस्ड सर्विसेज. ठीक है, हमने सबसे पहले उसकी फेज में देख लिया, हमने बिजनेस में. अब देखते हैं एनवायरमेंटल अवेयरनेस एंड सस्टेनेबिलिटी. Early bird mentality is also critical in context of environmental awareness and sustainability effort. Climate change and environment degradation have become urgent. Climate change The early bird mentality is crucial in context of environmental awareness and sustainability effort. Climate change and environment degradation have become urgent global issue, and those who act early is addressing these concerns can set significant precedent and influence policy. One such example is the National Action Plan on Climate Change was launched early in 2008. The Indian government recognition of environmental threat and its subsequent action demonstrated foresightness in addressing climate change. National Action Plan on Climate Change outlined the 8 national mission to combat climate change, covering sectors such as solar energy efficiency, sustainable agriculture. By being one of the earliest nations to formally address climate change within its own development framework, India positioned itself as a leader in global environmental discussions. This plan not only raised awareness but also laid the foundation for implementing renewable energy solution across nation. On corporate level, companies like Tata and TCS Limited have been early step in sustainable business practices. Tata Group, for instance, embraced the concept of corporate social responsibilities long before it became the mandatory requirement in the country. Through initiative focused on reducing carbon footprint, supporting renewable energy, and fostering sustainable development, these companies have not only contributed to environmental protection but also positioned themselves as a leader in responsible business practice. अब आते हैं पॉलिटिकल एंड लीगल रिफॉर्म के कॉन्सेप्ट में देखते हैं. इन द रिलिम ऑफ पॉलिटिकल एंड लॉ बीइंग एन अर्ली वर्ड ऑफन मीन टेकिंग बोल्ड एंड प्रोएक्टिव steps that save the future of governance and justice. A noteworthy example of Right to Information Act passed in 2005, which empowered citizens with the ability to demand transparency, accountability from the government. The RTI Act was a significant step towards strengthening democracy, promoting good governance, and combating corruption. This early initiative also paved the way for citizen movement and activism. Social activists like Arvind Kejriwal and organizations such as Parivartan utilize the RTI Act to expose corruption practices and demand accountability. Their early use of RTI not only raised awareness about government transparency but also built a foundation for broader legal reforms. The RTI Act continued to serve as a tool for ordinary citizens to challenge inefficiency and corruption, reflecting the profound impact of acting early in pushing legal change. Additionally, goods and services tax implemented in 2017 was a monumental reform that aimed to streamline tax system across country. While its rollout faced challenges, the early world move to unified tax structure under one umbrella was seen as a significant leap in reducing complexities in business taxation. By acting early to introduce such a sweeping reform, the government set the stage for a more efficient tax regime, simplifying the process for business and citizen alike. Social reform and inclusivity. Taking early step in social reform can have lasting impact on society, particularly when addressing issues such as gender equality and poverty alleviation. One notable example is Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme launched in 2015, recognizing the declining sex ratio and need for women empowerment. The government initiated this project with a focus on educating and protecting girls. Though the campaign gained momentum after its launch, the early recognition of gender disparity allowed for a significant intervention. The scheme has led to heightened awareness about the initiative aimed at educating girls and improving their safety and opportunity. In the realm of poverty alleviation, the initiatives such as Manrega, introduced in 2005, were early measures to address rural poverty. By providing a legal rights to work for a rural population, this initiative has empowered millions, ensuring income security and reducing poverty. The proactive approach in addressing rural employment through early government intervention has resulted in considerable improvement in livelihood, especially during period of economic distress. अब आते हैं हम टेक्नोलॉजिकल एडवांसमेंट एंड इनोवेशन. Technological innovation is another field where being an early bird can make a significant difference. India's space program, spearheaded by ISRO, is a prime example. While many countries were making advancement in space technologies, ISRO began making advancement early investment in satellite development and space exploration. This early focus on innovation has led to major achievement like Mars orbital mission Mangalyaan launched in 2013. By acting early and investing in social space technology, India was able to become first Asian country to reach Mars orbit and do so with a remarkable low budget mission. Moreover, India's push for digitalization by initiatives like Digital India and Unified Payment Interface, reflecting the importance of being proactive in technological advancement. The UPI launched in 2016 revolutionized digital payment in the country by creating a seamless, easy to use platform for financial interaction. In early stage of its launch, few could have anticipated the widespread adoption of UPI, but early support from government and the bank sector helped it grow into one of the largest and most efficient payment system globally. अब हम आते हैं हेल्थ के क्षेत्र में. Public health and crisis management. In the context of public health, an early world mentality can save lives and prevent widespread crisis. A powerful example of this was India's response in COVID-19 pandemic. The government decided to impose a nationwide lockdown on March 2020. Long before many other countries, was a bold step aimed at preventing the spread of virus. Although this decision was controversial at the time, it was later seen as a proactive approach that helped manage early stage of pandemic. Additionally, India's early focus on vaccine development with initiatives like Covaxin project placed the country in a strong position to manage crisis when vaccine become available. कंक्लूजन देखते हैं. द कंसेप्ट ऑफ बीइंग एन अगला खेती आगे का आगे पछला खेती भाग्य जागो इज भाग्य जागो मतलब भगवान ही जाने इज एप्लीकेबल नॉट ओनली फॉर एग्रीकल्चर बट it is a metaphor for being an early world mentality. It is applicable in all field, be it economic, politics, social reform and technology. From launching innovative business to anticipating environment challenge and legal reforms, the benefit of acting early are evident. By taking the initiative and positioning oneself ahead of others, individuals and organizations can create significant impact mitigating risk and set a stage for long-term success. Whether in corporate strategy, social movement or government policies, the early bird mentality continue to shape the world in a profound and lasting ways. This is the reason why Kabir Das wrote, कहल करो तो आज करो सो अब, पल में परलय होए गई बहुरी करेगा कब. डू यू वॉन्ट टू डू टुमारो टुडे itself, and what you want to do today, do right now. Otherwise disaster may strike anytime and you will never be able to do that.